Good evening, I'm Sonia Kalaiselvam and this is KiniNews. Kedah Menteri Besar Muhammad Sanusi Maknor has apologized to Selangor ruler Sultan Sharafuddin Idris Shah for his comments during the Selangor state election campaign in Selayang on July 11 last year. Here's more on that.
Sanusi apologized for his comments made in a speech last year, where he had made comparisons between the Kedah and Selangor royal households. At one point during that speech, Sanusi had claimed that the Kedah ruler would not have chosen Amirudin as Menteri Besar. This triggered dozens of police reports against Sanusi for allegedly insulting the royal institution, including from the Selangor Royal Council. In a press conference today, he expressed genuine regret for the negative implications of his words and said he acknowledged that his comments had caused displeasure and hurt the feelings of the state ruler.
Parti ingin menyembah maklum kepada Duli Yang Mahmulia Tuanku bahawa tiada niat di hati parti untuk mempersendakan Duli Yang Mahmulia Tuanku yang amat parti hormati dan sanjungi selama ini. Parti sedar apabila parti hadir ke negeri orang khususnya berkaitan kes parti ini. Apabila berada di negeri Selangor, parti tidak seharusnya mengeluarkan kata-kata yang tidak beradab, menghina dan tidak sopan seperti mana yang telah parti perkatakan, walaupun ucapan tersebut dibuat ketika suasana kehangatan kempen pilihan raya. Oleh itu, dengan penuh rasa insaf dan rendah diri, parti memohon beribu keampunan kepada Duli Yang Mahmulia Tuanku Sultan Selangor serta Yang Amat Berhormat Menteri Besar Selangor dan rakyat Selangor atas segala keterlanjuran kata-kata parti. Parti berjanji untuk lebih berhati-hati dalam membuat kenyataan pada masa akan datang dan akan memastikan bahawa setiap ucapan parti adalah selaras dengan adab sopan budaya Melayu kita yang sentiasa menjunjung tinggi raja-raja Melayu dan institusi raja. Sekian menjunjung kasih Tuanku Pacal Yang Hina Datuk Seri Muhammad Sanusi bin Maknor, Menteri Besar Kedah. Terima kasih.
Akmal Saleh was back in the headlines today with the DAP leader calling on Johor Umno to ask him to apologise if they hope to win in the Mahkota by-election.
A DAP leader has called on Johor Umno to ask the party's youth chief, Dr Muhamad Akmal Saleh, to publicly apologise for his offensive remarks against the Malaysian Chinese community. This is if it hopes to win the by-election. DAP Central Committee member Lee Chin Chen said Johor Umno should also be pragmatic and engage with voters rather than worsen the situation by sowing divisions with labels and accusations. He added that the party should reflect on the behavior of its members and stop shifting blame to Chinese voters and DAP. In a statement, he said if Johor BN Deputy Chief Nur Jazlan Mohammed is willing to go to the grassroots and listen to Johor's Chinese voters' honest opinions on Akmal, he will soon understand why the election atmosphere is so tense this time around. He added that if Chinese turnout was low on polling day, it would have been undoubtedly caused by Akmal's extreme behavior. He said Chinese voters have independent judgment, and in this Mahkota by-election, the clear reason for the discontent is Akmal's racial rhetoric. Lee said this after Nur Jazlan wrote a Facebook post pressuring DAP to ensure Chinese voters turn up to cast their ballots at the Mahkota by-election on Saturday. Nur Jazlan claimed this would be an easy task for DAP and its network of cyber troopers.
While we are on the topic of Mahkota polls, Tiong King Sing has called on Chinese voters to make sure they vote. He said not voting would signal support for views promoted by PAS.
Tourism, Arts and Culture Minister Tiong King Sing has urged Mahkota's Chinese voters to make the right choice and cast their ballots this Saturday. Speaking at a Chinese cultural event in Mahkota last night, Tiong said not voting would signal support for views promoted by PAS. Tiong shared a conversation he had with some ladies, saying that he jokingly told them to make sure to protect their rights. Otherwise, next time, they won't have the chance to wear such miniskirts or shorts. He said in Mahkota, with just one vote, if they did not make an effort to support this by-election, it would show that the Chinese community is endorsing the key points advocated by PAS. Tiong said the Chinese community must help ensure a decisive victory for BN and use their vote to reject Parikata National's extreme views. He also dismissed concerns that Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim was sidelining the Chinese community. About 35% of the Mahkota electorate are Chinese, 54% Malay, and 8% Indian. However, there have been persistent concerns within the government that Chinese voters may choose to stay at home in protest. One major factor is perceived unhappiness among Chinese towards Umno Youth Chief Dr Muhamad Akmal Saleh for attacking Teresa Kok over the halal certificate issue.
Communications Minister Fahmi Fazil has confirmed that GCom Director General Khairuddin Othman had his services terminated. However, he did not elaborate on the matter.
Saya sahkan beliau telah ditamatkan perkhidmatan semalam, dan dalam isu jawatan kontrak, mana-mana pelantikan dan juga penamatan ada prosesnya, dan pelantikan dan juga penamatan adalah perkara yang biasa, dan ia berpandukan proses yang saya sebutkan tadi. Jadi dia adalah teratur.
Okay. Boleh bagi terangkan apa sebab diberhentikan perkhidmatan tersebut?
Tak.
Zaid Ibrahim has responded to Amirudin Shahri's remarks on GISBH. This was what he said on the matter.
Former Law Minister Zaid Ibrahim has told Selangor Menteri Besar Amirudin Shahri how authorities could effectively monitor and detect abuses in organizations such as GISBH. This came after Amirudin reportedly said the group had employed tactics that made it hard for authorities to fully monitor its activities, including switching to businesses and confining within their own family circle. In a post on X, Zaid said it was only hard if the authorities did not know what to look for. For starters, he questioned if the welfare departments are well equipped to monitor the occupants. He asked if the operators of welfare homes were properly vetted, if they fully complied with the regulations and were registered. If not, he said, then this is something the MB should be doing. He said then it would be pretty easy to detect children who were mistreated or not adequately taken care of or abandoned. He also pointed out that it would not be hard for authorities to monitor GISBH business activities and compliance. Zaid said all the latest information about the company should be with the company's commission, local councils, and Inland Revenue Board. According to him, the difficult part for the authorities is to determine the group members' religious views. He said it is only fair for religious officers to be careful and not rush into accusing Muslims of being deviant without monitoring their activities.
Meanwhile, Inspector General of Police Razaruddin Hussain said police intelligence and investigations indicated that no GISBH followers have fled to the country's borders.
Police believe that GISB Holdings followers are still in the country because they lack the financial means to escape to neighboring countries like Thailand. Inspector General of Police Razaruddin Hussain said the followers' finances were controlled by GISBH leaders who were recently arrested and had their accounts frozen. He told Bernama that they have no money, no salaries, or any other means to escape. Furthermore, he said they do not have places to seek refuge in Thailand. He added that the police have detained 5 top GISBH leaders, so he doesn't see them heading there. Razaruddin said police intelligence and investigations indicated that no GISBH followers have fled to the country's borders. He also confirmed claims that premises such as laundromats, motels, pharmacies, and restaurants linked to GISBH in several states have changed their signage after police raids. He said police have identified them and are investigating the matter.
That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Sonia Kaliselvam. Thanks for watching.